If you in here, say something. Or not. Okay, so the video got a like. No comments. The likes going up. No comment. I appreciate the like. But if you in here, please speak. Say hello, something. You like the video, you might as well say something, you know what I'm saying? Or, we could just sit here, stare at each other, be weird. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Yeah, let's do it. Now we got 2 people in the building. Does anybody want to say something? The first person that was here, he liked the video, she liked the video, whoever you are. But they not speaking. The second person that just joined, you want to talk to me? Addison. ... You don't want to talk? I mean, you ain't got to. I ain't gonna force you. I like engagement, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I go live, what's the point in going live and not talk to the people? You feel me? But if not, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you want to just sit here and listen, feel free. But if you want to talk, all I'm saying is I'll talk back. We ain't got too many people in here right now, so I can get to as many people as I can. But when the people start coming in, gang, don't get mad when I ain't seeing your comment. No, don't start to get mad now. You had your chance. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we joke around over here too. You got to know how to laugh, people. Can't take life too serious all the time. Got to have fun, right? What we doing? Got to keep your peace. Have a good time in life. But you got to know how to protect your peace. You got to know how to protect it. Got to. Necessary. Got people in here. We still ain't double tapping the screen. Y'all know how you double tap the screen? This is how you do it. You take your 2 fingers. You take your device. You double tap it twice. Bop, bop. Real quick. Bop, bop. Then the video receives a like. The more bop, bops. Bop, bop. The more bop, bops the video get, YouTube got to spread this. That way more people come in. So we got to bop, bop. We got to double tap the screen to get the likes up. Somebody said, wish you knew how to end the stream. Ain't that funny? Door. You wish I knew how to end it, but you still here watching me. That'd be the thing. The hate in this world, real. It's unfortunate, though, because the world could be such a more prosperous, lovable, peaceful place, but it's just people don't know how to love, bro. It's a sad thing about it. It's like, I don't understand. Somebody don't like you. They want you to stop talking. They want you to end your stream, but they still here watching. I don't get it. How about you just leave? I'm not forcing nobody to stay. Nobody. I said, nobody. Nobody. See, I got vocals too. Y'all might as well stop hating and double tap the screen, get the likes up. I got bars as well. Get the likes up. Double tap the screen. Because I'm finna slice and dice. I'm really about to do my thing. We only talking about Christ, our Lord and Savior, the King of all kings. We shine bright with him like a diamond ring. What else you want me to do? Stop hating. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Look at Addison still saying nothing. If you ain't gonna say nothing, then just don't say nothing. Like, what's the point of putting the dots? I see we got a lot of demonic energy today. Damn, I ain't even got the stream started. That's crazy work. Is anybody in the chat like about good vibes? Is anybody there? You know that likes peace, good energy. That's what I strive for. We got Bag This finally. Hey yo, Bag This, man. It's about time you came in here. I need somebody coming in here with a sword, somebody ready to show love, slice and dice with these scriptures, gang. Because right now, it ain't too much of that going on. You know? You know, I like to try to give grace because God gives me grace, but it got to be to a point to where, yeah, enough's enough. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the thing, though. What if God at times was just like, enough's enough? What if God said that right now? Enough's enough. And he just ended everything. But God got that type grace to where it's just like, man, he waking everybody up to do right. Every day we wake up, he don't wake us up for us to do evil. That makes no sense. He wake us up to do something good for somebody, to do something good for something. Because God is all about love and, you know, blessing people and serving. That's why he got people here. He brought us here for his pleasure, but he brought us here to serve. That's the main reason. That's why you ain't going to be able to serve God the best way until you figure out who you truly are and you don't care about what people think about it. That sounds so peaceful. I'm trying to tell you it's peaceful. When you don't care what people think about you. Not in the sense of it's like, okay, let's say you're talking to people, you don't know these people. Be yourself. Be real. That's all you can do as a human. Being real and being yourself. If somebody don't like you for that, then all right, they're not meant to be in your life then. It's all about showing respect and kindness to other people. That should be included in being you, being yourself, because the Most High God brought us here to show love. So it's that people choose not to do it. They don't want to show love. They don't want to be right with God. So we deal with that here, and we got to keep our heart right as believers. Staying humble, protecting our energy, not being ashamed of the gospel, because we need God's will to be done. And people don't know about it. People not, trying to take heed to it. It ain't gonna be no peace here. That's what God values. That's what God strives for. Peace. Me too. You ain't gonna really start to understand what the Most High God values until you in them scriptures, until you praying, building your relationship with Christ. You best believe Christ know what God values. God sent Christ here to teach, lead sinners to repentance. Christ is the best instructor out here. Never committed sin. He beat death, so that shows his power. And he's still here, so there's no excuse when it comes to keeping your heart right with the Most High, because Christ is here to help us. We got the Bible. We got people. That's what it's really about, though. The people in the community, the people here. If people are doing right, living holy, according to God, a lot more, a lot more people would not be in darkness, and we will have a lot more structure out here. But everything is all backwards, because for the most part in this world, doesn't want the truth to come out, doesn't want people to know who they are through Christ. That's why, things start to go down, or things start to get real when people start standing on business. Standing on God's truth, we supposed to, but in a world where they don't want that to come out, of course you're gonna be hated. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to hear what you got going on, or just know what you got going on, because they don't want it to happen. It is what it is, though. It's gonna happen. God gonna get the last word at the end of the day, so you got to be on the right team. Facts! We ain't even got the stream started yet. They ain't even did the intro. I ain't even did the intro yet, gang. We ain't even got started, bruh. That's crazy. Back then, you said, I feel you, man. Wow, that's beautiful and scary. Imagine. And a snap. Oh, yeah. Everything done. Man. But that's just the thing, though. It's like, don't nobody know when Christ coming back. Not to be moving in fear, but just moving wisely. Because you're not moving in fear if in your mind Christ is coming back, because the way you live it. People only move in fear. They do certain things because they know what they're doing. Everybody. People know right from wrong. People know right from wrong. We got good and evil. Simple as that. People know what they're doing at the end of the day. But I need to see who with me. I don't think we got too many people in here today. But if you here and you listening, you with me right now, man, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. You got your sword. You ready for the intro? You ready to slice and dice? You ready for the word? Let me get that number 1 in the chat. Trying to see if it's gonna be me, a couple other people, few people. Trying to see who down. I don't know what they've been doing, bro, but it been seeming like, man, they ain't really been bringing people to the streams lately. I don't know what's going on. If you here listening to me and you can hear me, put a number 2 in the chat. Let me see if I get at least 1, 2. If I do, I'm gonna just talk. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be wasting a lot of time here. I'm about to talk my talk, regardless of what's going on. But I need to at least know the stream works. And say somebody here. If you can hear me clearly, put a 2 in the chat. Just trying to see if we good. Otherwise, I'm gonna get on up out of here, or I just may restart it. Let me make sure the comments is good, because sometimes they mess with the comments. Let's see here. Try this one more again. Try this one more again. If you are in the building, you can hear me clearly. Put a 2 in the chat. If I don't get nothing, I might have to roll. I don't know what's going on. Or I might just post a video. I ain't did that in a minute. Might have to chill on the live streams. But then again, I like going live. I don't know. Because this right here ain't it. Where's everybody at? Say somebody here, but ain't nobody saying nothing. Tamara said, I can hear. Okay, so the stream works. So people just coming in, they hear me talk, but they just not speaking. That's the type word I'm in, huh, God? Yes, sir, son. Yes, sir, you are. All righty then. It's crazy. I guess I'm gonna just talk then. Well, for whoever is here, gang, if anybody can hear me, appreciate you for coming through. I be telling people, man, if I don't have nobody here to talk to, ain't gonna be no streams, ain't gonna be no videos. That's why you got to appreciate the people when they show up. Otherwise, you talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna pay attention to that right now because I still got to put this work in. So let me check this out real quick before we get started. I ain't even did the intro yet. That's crazy. Matter of fact, let me do it real quick. Peace. Yes, sir, indeed. More peace. You feel me? And the most peace. Y'all hear that? Peace, more peace, and the most peace. That goes to everybody watching, to everybody that's here. It's Cardo TV. I got my sword out. I need y'all to get y'all sword out. I'm ready to slice. I'm ready to. That's not the intro. Sorry, some of y'all thought it was. Sorry. That's not it. It's not it, gang. It's not Cardo TV. That's not the intro. The stream don't start until the intro is complete. Facts. That's not it. So if it's not Cardo TV, what we got? I got you. I'm going to let you know what's going on. It's Big Cardo TV. That's my bad. Big Cardo TV. And I'm about ready to slice. I'm about ready to. That's not the intro either. I'm so sorry. That ain't it. The stream don't start until the intro is complete. If you know, would you like to help me out? Y'all ain't even saying nothing in this chat. If you know the intro, tell them. It ain't Cardo TV. It ain't Big Cardo TV. We got one option left. We got one last option. Anybody want to say it? I'm going to say it regardless. If you take too long, I'm going to say it. Man, it's Slice and Dice Gang. The best gang on YouTube. We about ready to slice. Yeah. Now we doing the intro. We about ready to dice. With the scripture. Woo! Get the swords out, gang. It's time. Y'all ready? Hope so. Hope everybody day going good thus far. Hope everybody having a peaceful day. If you're not, hopefully after this stream, you having a better day. I strive for peace. I keep saying it. I say it all the time. I got to keep the energy there because it'd be a lot of people that don't want to be on that type energy. So be having to remind these folks. You know what I'm saying? So if you're ready to slice with me, that's a great thing. Because it ain't just about me, right? On Slice and Dice Gang, anybody, if you made it here today, you may not know about the game. I'm here to tell you, over here, we slice, we dice. God's truth. We serve Christ. Bars. Yeah, we got bars over here as well. Yeah, it's a lot going on over here, gang. But at the end of the day, we got to be standing on our Father's business. Truly. But we do that in our own way. All I'm saying is if you made it to this stream, you can help out. You can show that love today. You can be used. You know what I'm saying? We may be talking about something that you can relate to. Maybe you can put something in the comments. Somebody might see it. You never know. A lot of people be forgetting we go through a lot of the same things. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we cannot relate to one another. But that's okay too. What is the intention? The intention is to show love. The intention is to encourage, to build, strengthen each other up out here, as God tells us to do. What's the second commandment? It's time to slice. It's time to dice, gang. Get them swords out. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So first and foremost, know I got to start with you. Because I ain't going to lie. Ain't no being here showing love to folks. You don't even love yourself. It ain't going to work. I'm going to just be 100 with you. Can't love nobody else until you love you. People don't like their situation. So they don't want somebody else's situation to be good. People don't like themselves. So they want other people to be miserable. You know that miserable. I can't even talk. Goodness gracious. You know that saying, misery loves company. That's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. That's why when you hang with those negative folks, it does nothing but drain you. Because they're taking everything from you. Because you're trying to stay cool. You're trying to have a good, peaceful day. But they taking all your energy because they're not trying to. They don't want to. Maybe because of what they're going through. But what they're going through is not your fault. We need to realize, y'all, we all got our problems, struggles, mistakes that we all make. But ain't it just better if we come together with those things going on and help each other out? It'd be so much better that way. But you ain't going to be able to do it unless you got your heart right. People ain't doing stuff unless it's truly coming from their heart. That's what God look at, because that's who you are. God look at your heart, your character. That's what matters. He don't care about the outside. He don't care about material. Your heart, the soul. And if more people care about that more here in this world we live in, it'd be less evil. God told us already. In Ephesians 6, verse 12, we battle not against flesh and blood. No, we battle against evil, wickedness, principalities, and high places, bruh. So you either with God or you ain't. I try to keep it simple over here, by the way. I try to keep it as simple as possible over here. Because when it's simple, it's straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when it's simple, somebody may not want to hear it because it's just way too straight to the point. It's just, but sometimes, gang, that's how it got to be. Sometimes it needs to be heard that way. It needs to really kick in for you so that you take accountability if you need to. You stop ignoring conviction. You start making the necessary changes so that you continue to please God. He get the last word. So no matter what's going on, gang, we got to be with God. We can't live this life without him. So I'm here to tell you, though, it ain't multiple gods out here. It's only one. I'm here to tell you, it's only one. Christ is the answer. His son. Yeah. That's what's going on over here. All right, gang. I'm going to let y'all know what the topic is. We ain't even start yet for real. We just getting started. I'm about to let y'all know what the word is for the day. Let's stay on topic. Let's slice. Let's dice. Let's have a good stream. Now you here. Is that too much to ask, gang? Huh? Let me make sure my comments is good because I think they messing with it again. Hold on. I don't see nothing. Hold on now. Man, come on. What is going on with this thing? Goodness gracious. All right. Before we really get into it, let me see. Put a 1 in the chat. Everything is good. You hear me clearly. Put a 1 in the chat for me. Continue to double tap that screen so we get these likes up. Let me know y'all here. Or somebody let me know. Goodness. 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. While y'all doing that, figuring that out, I'm going to do this here then. All right, all right. Try this one more time. If you can hear me clearly, let's switch up the number. Put a 2 in the chat. I don't know what's going on these days with these streams. YouTube been acting weird, real weird lately. I don't know what's that. You can hear me clearly, put a 2 in the building. Are they kicking people out? I don't know what's happening. Save people here. I don't know. Trying to do this stream, but they won't let me. What is going on, bro? They say people come in, people. If you can hear me, can you tell me? Put a 2 in the chat. Can you say I can hear you? Can you put anything in this chat? What is going on, bro? Ain't no way people here listening to me, but they not speaking. Ain't no way we doing this. What the heck is going on, bro? I might just make a video. Okay, Angie. What's up, Cardo? I hear you. Just tuned in. Angie. Okay, now let me see something. Angie, put the number 2 in the chat for me. I'm trying to see. Because they say people here, right? I've been talking this whole time. But ain't nobody saying nothing. I see you come in. Now you put 2. What is going on here? The people who here, I got to be real with y'all. Y'all weird. I don't know what y'all got going. Y'all just sitting there. That's crazy work. Clearly, I'm being heard. You know what? For the rest of the stream, I'm sorry, but I got to do it this way. I love engagement. Angie, I remember you, Angie. What's going on? Angie, let me let you know. Let me pick you up to speed real quick. Trying to get the stream started. I did the intro already. But it seems like nobody is responding. You know what I'm saying? So it's making me seem like I'm talking to myself. Sometimes you got to do that. But it's like, it's weird though, because people will be putting comments in, but then it'll stop. And then it'll go. And then it'll stop. It's like, what is going on? I don't get it. Angie, you said, did you just start? No, I've been started. So let me ask you, Angie, real quick before I talk my talk. Angie, did you just now get a notification that I went live? Yes or no, Angie? Did you just now get the notification that I went live today? Right now? Did you just receive it? What's going on? Shout out to India. Okay, you did start glitching, but you good. See, what the heck is going on here? You didn't get the notification? That's the one I'm talking about. You supposed to get that. They supposed to be sending y'all the notifications when I go live, bro. Classic YouTube, huh? Well, we done wasted long enough. I got to start this stream. Everybody, I'm so sorry I got to say this now because they've been acting funky with the comments. It say people here. I be asking questions. Ain't nobody responding. People leaving, coming in. I don't know what's going on right now, but I gotta do my part. I gotta do my work. So appreciate y'all for coming in. Everybody that's here. I'm not really gonna be going back and forth. Well, I will possibly throughout the stream, but I'm gonna just talk my talk today. Okay. All right now. The word for the day, gang. The topic for the day. Get your swords out. Let's all slice together. You know what I'm saying? Let it not just be me. If you know what I'm talking about, get your sword out if you got one. All right. So hold on 1 second. Gang, sometimes you got to do what you don't want to be successful. It's all about you putting in effort and keeping God first. Okay? That's what we're going to get into, man. You might not want to do it. Or it's like, I still got to do it. You got to continue to stay thankful. You got to continue to put in the hard work and effort. And God must remain involved in every aspect of it. Let's get into it, gang. Let's slice. Like it tells us in the scriptures, seek ye first the kingdom. Seek ye first the kingdom. All things will be added unto you. God has given us everything that we need. God gives us things that we don't even ask for. It's a lot of things that we get, we don't even earn, but God do it anyway. Also in the scriptures, we finna big slice today. Stay with me. He said, draw near to God. He gonna draw near to you. So depending on however much you do it, that's gonna make the whole difference in your life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's doing it more than you, God is more aware of them than you are. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, gang, because look, God is aware of everybody. Of course, God knows everything that's going on. But if you are more praying, like you praying more, you communicating more, you seeking more, he's more aware of you. It's just like in real life. Like you call somebody a lot, you text somebody a lot, you hang out with somebody a lot. They more aware of you now. That's the same thing with God. Like he's aware of you at all times. But depending on how much you draw near to him, that's going to make the difference, right? That goes for everybody. But it's through Christ, though. You see how we get more specific? See, it's God, they got to be there, but you got Christ too. You know, some people, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to keep it 100. Some people say Christ is God. He not. Uh-oh. Did it get too hot in here? The Messiah is not God. Then had that topic on this channel multiple times. You can't really argue that topic with people. You can't argue it. But Christ is not God. I'm standing on that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe so, you got a different revelation. I don't want to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Christ, you got to build that relationship with Christ. Nothing else matters unless Christ is involved. So before we even really get deep into the topic, deep into the video, let's just start there. Might as well just start there. If Christ is not involved, nothing matters, bro. Because I said we need God, right? In the scriptures. It's time to slice again. The Messiah was speaking. He said, the only way to the Father is through me. We need God. We need that grace. We need that protection. We need that provision, man. So you ain't getting that. Christ ain't involved. That just shows how much love that guy got for us. Because Christ was not always involved. It ain't until it's a specific time when you choose to build a relationship with the Messiah. All the way up until that point, the Most High God, he's been with you since birth, knew you before birth. But God is still like, to get to this kingdom, Christ got to be there. He wanted us to make that decision for ourselves, though. God is love, right? It wouldn't be love if he forced us to do it. I choose to do it. It's that you choose to do it. Now let's go back to the topic. Everything ain't going to go the way you want it to go. It's not supposed to. It's not our will. It's not our truth. It's God's will. God's truth, gang. You keep that in the root, like you keep that in the back of your mind, more peace. It didn't go my way. You're not tripping like that. Because you more like supposed to be going God's way. He got something better. But you see how you react like that? You only able to react like that because of what you know. It's called getting a transformation. It's called, a new creature. I'm slicing right now. Y'all with me still? The only way to the kingdom, you got to be born again. Again. See, we born, but you got to be born again, gang. You got to be born new. Dying to your old self. That take time, man. You understand? That take work. You got to change your whole way of living. You got to change everything, gang. But you're doing it because at the end of the day, you care about your soul. You got to care about your soul. How you ain't going to care about your soul? You see how I ask, how you ain't going to care about your soul? You see how I asked you that? Believe it or not. It's a lot of people around here. They don't. They don't care about their soul, and they don't care about the soul of others around them. That's because they're truly with Satan. And he's using people out here. A lot of people. To deceive, hurt, manipulate, kill, steal, destroy. That's what the devil do. Why y'all think he here? You see, like, Satan, he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be here. See, look, it's going back to the topic too. Everything ain't gonna go your way, but you still got to put forth effort, and you still got to remain right with God, keeping your heart with God, even though it's not going your way. You got to do things you don't want to do. You still got to stay right with the Most High. It wasn't going the devil's way. Satan was trying to become God. He like, nah, I want to be God. It wasn't going the way Satan wanted it to go. But God like, I am. I'm Alpha. I'm Omega. I'm beginning. I'm the end. Me. Satan like, nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. Satan had too much pride and arrogance. So guess what God did? He kicked him on up out of the kingdom. He kicked him out. It's only one God. God is a jealous God. Ain't no serving no other gods over him. Ain't no claiming you God neither. Either way. That was Satan's problem. So now we here. And he don't want the best for nobody because he couldn't be God. Oh, I ain't God. I ain't God. Okay. That's how it's going to be. Fine then. If I'm going to the lake of fire, I ain't going by myself. It's over with. Yeah. Ain't nobody going to the kingdom. Not if I ain't. Y'all see what's going on? Everything not gonna go your way. You're gonna have to do things in life sometimes you don't want to do. But we got responsibilities. We got bills to pay for. Yeah. And we got to be obedient at the same time. Yep. Still got to do all that. It's called doing the good works. The guys say do the good works until the end. It ain't in vain. Y'all got to remember the source. Got to stay out. You never know when it's coming out, gang. Stay with me. God said if you keep doing the good works, it's not going to be in vain. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's go back to the topic. Things ain't going your way. So this is what the devil gonna do. This is what Satan gonna do. Because he mess with the mind. He gonna put things in here. Oh yeah, man. See, you might have to go to that job. But you gonna be there forever though. Yeah, you gotta go back to that 9 to 5. You want that business of yours to prosper. But yeah, it ain't really working out right now the way you want it to. So you better get that job back. You better go back to that 9 to 5 and be there forever. This business ain't gonna work. It's bullshit, man. That's how the devil move. You gotta rebuke that in the name of Christ. You gotta kill that nonsense. No, speak these words, gang. You gotta rebuke Satan out loud sometimes. Positive words, positive affirmations. What we say matter. Even God told us that. Death and life comes with the power of the tongue. We still slicing out here, bro. Death and life comes with the power of the tongue. So you got to watch what you say. You speak those positive words, that energy going to come back. But on the other side, you speak those negative words, that energy going to come back too. So instead of what Satan said, flip it. Yeah, I probably got to go back to that 9 to 5 for a while, but that don't mean I got to be there forever. Just to continue to get some more funds to, fund other things I'm trying to do while I'm working on these other things on the side. It's only temporary. Why not say something like that and remain positive? You know what I'm saying? Because, gang, you probably don't want to work, but you got to work. Everybody got to work for what they want, bro. But you got to keep your heart right while you're doing it. Also, being thankful. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get you through. I'm telling you it's going to get you through. Your mindset. And then until you change this mindset, that's when you become a new creature. What we talking about? Romans 12, verse 2. What does it say? You will be transformed by the renewal of your mindset, gang. Whoa, we slice still. Y'all got your swords out? Up here. And that takes maturity sometimes. That takes accountability sometimes. That takes humility. Because you like, yeah, I know what I can do. I know I'm good at this. I know I got that going on. But it's okay for me to be like, you know what? I still got to do extra. I still got to do this, and that, because it ain't quite where I want it. I may have to do this. I may have to sacrifice, do this, and that. But at least I'm putting forth the effort. You got people out here, y'all, they not doing nothing. God is at least looking for us to try. Ain't just no sitting around. You know what I mean? And it's like if you are that one that took certain risk in your life, you decided to learn something, build something, start something for you. Don't let nobody take it away from you, gang, and continue to just understand that everything don't happen like that. Everything happens the way it needs to be on God's perfect time. And God know what you've been working on this whole time. God know what you like. Let's slice now. Come on, bro. God said, I'm going to give you the desires of your heart. He going to give them to you. But it ain't no receiving. Unless you be humble, thankful, you continue to do right, you be content, continue to treat people right, be real, honest. It's all about continuously putting forth the effort, never giving up. Realizing that sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. Gang, success, blessings, they don't come easy. Not the big ones. Not the big ones. And those big ones that you're striving for, if you are the one, gang, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. The Most High God, he needs you to be right mentally. He needs you to get the right wisdom. He needs you to have the strength needed, because what you're going for ain't small. But you need to know who team you on, and you need to know who got your back. Big God. Not just God, though, because God is a spirit. He uses us. The Holy Spirit. Christ. He came down here as a human like us. He died for us. Like how we can die too. How everybody gonna die. Christ died too. Like the Most High God. God never died. Like God don't die. He is spirit. Christ died, but he rose though. It's levels. Levels to this. Appreciate y'all for who here so far, man, listening to your boy. I know I ain't really been in the comments like that. But comments have been acting weird this stream, so I kind of just had to just go. You know what I mean? What's up, Free My Grandma, man? I see you, gang. I see you, Angie. Let's go to the chat for a little bit. Said I've been distancing a bit from the socials, LOL. I like tuning in every now and then. Though to check in, I hope you are well. Sometimes that's necessary to get away from it. I do the same. Like, of course, I be streaming every day for the most part, but like sometimes I just delete my Instagram. I delete my Facebook just to get away from it all. Nothing wrong with that. I appreciate you for showing up today, though. Miss Angie. Free my grandma, what's going on? Divine order. Maintaining without complaining. Yes, sir. But it'd be too much complaining. It can't be, if you complain for too long, now you're wasting time. Right? We ain't got time to waste. You can't just keep letting time go by, bro. Stop this complaining. It's okay. You probably don't want to do it, but you got to do it. You need to do it. To what he just said, that was a good word, to maintain. Because we're not trying to go backwards. That's what we don't want to do, gang, go backwards. And it's a lot of things that I had to learn because in the past, I was going backwards. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, gang. Like when it comes to money, I made a lot of dumb decisions, bro. Just because, me trying to run my own business and just taking certain risks, I wasn't really thinking about the money aspect. I'm just like, I'm trying to have my own thing going on. I'm trying to build. But at the same time, even with taking risks, you don't want to go backwards. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to get yourself into debt. Got to be living by our means. That's what I wasn't doing. You feel me? Got to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. But that's the thing. You make these mistakes. You take these risks. You learn from them. At least you can say you did it. Now you're stronger now because you had to go through the struggle. Because you did make those mistakes. You wouldn't even have that much resilience if you didn't make those mistakes. You see how it worked? It's all about the person continuously putting in the effort, not being afraid to take a risk. But sometimes when you're doing that, when you want to be a boss, when you when you just want more out of life, gang, when it comes to success, man, when it comes to being able to provide, sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. But with doing that, got to protect your heart, got to protect your mind. And if you can do that, gang, and you get through it, not only are you starting to see results, but you becoming a better, much stronger person because you're keeping your heart right with God as you do get through these times of struggle, making mistakes, seeing people around you successful and win, even when your situation is very bad. That's one thing we must do, regardless. You shouldn't want to see somebody that's winning, achieving things, lose it. But that's how people are. Oh, I don't want them to have that house. I want them to lose that job. Oh, I do not want him to get that promotion. I want her to lose her kids. That new car, I hope they crash it. People evil. Evil. Praying for their downfall. Just praying for people's downfall. Just nasty work. Are they with God? No. Why? Because they don't want to be. Anything that you want to do, gang, you're going to be working for it. So if you want to be with God, then you will be with him because you want to. It shows. God said to test. Test to see if people love God. God was telling us, like, you gotta test to see if people truly with me. Because people out here, they say they are, but they not. They not though. You test this, you see by their fruits, gang. God said test to see if people are of God by their fruits. By their works. Everybody claiming that they of God when they not. Not everybody. If everybody was of God, how come we got all this evil going on? How that work? All this wickedness, all this nasty work going on out here. Everybody of God? Absolutely not. No work like that. J.I., you said, Carter, don't worry about them weirdos. Keep speaking God's word. Much love, bro. You see what I'm saying, man? And that's what I want to tell y'all, too. Like, in the beginning of the stream, it was a lot of weird behavior going on. Like, people coming through. I'm asking questions. I can see when people hear. I can see. I'm curious to see if it says the same thing real quick. How many people is it telling y'all in the chat? Put the number in there. I'm trying to see if I get the same number that I see. Currently, if y'all look at can y'all see the count? I'm just trying to see something real quick to see if I'm not tripping. All right, 5. All right, I see 5 as well. So we all see clearly. It shows us how many people here. In the beginning of the stream, people here, bro. I see the numbers. No comments. I'm just talking, just sitting there. That's weird behavior, gang. Like, not liking the video, doing nothing. I'm like this, though. I still got to work. I still got to talk my talk. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I got to move accordingly to what's going on. Let's go back to the topic. Sometimes things may be going the way you do not want them, but you still got to continue to put in the effort. Don't get distracted. Don't let nobody distract you. A lot of people get distracted by others. Sometimes you tell somebody something, now they're going to tell you something based off of what you said, and it may lead you to not doing it no more. That's why sometimes, it's just better to keep it to yourself. And God, don't forget him. Because see, we're talking about having to do things sometimes that you don't want to do to be successful. Bro, regardless, God is looking at you to be putting forth effort. It ain't going your way. All right. Weigh out your options. A, B, and C. Let C be last resort. Put forth effort. Try something. Don't just sit around doing nothing. You don't know the outcome of A, B, and C. There's no way you can know. There's not possible for us to know what tomorrow may bring. That's why in the scriptures, let's slice, God said, don't worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow worry about itself. It's a mystery. God said, don't worry about tomorrow, right? But God still tell us to, work. Have goals for yourself. I don't know specifically in the Bible if God is telling you have goals. But all I'm saying is, man, God said work. If you don't work, you don't eat. You want more out of life? You got to have goals. You got to plan stuff, right? Otherwise, you're just going with the flow. Got to have some structure. So you got to plan things. Set goals. Realistic ones. You setting goals, right? But you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Only God knows. You might as well keep him included in everything. If you do, you're going to be able to stay strong when you got to do things that you don't want to do. Because he's giving you that strength. If you do, you're going to be able to take that accountability. Because you already know with being humble, you're able to grow from that. Because of what you've been experiencing in your life. Like, people ain't going to learn nothing. People ain't going to find out what they need to change until they start to hear people out, y'all. You got to hear people out. Don't be so quick to cut somebody off. They could say something that could bless you, truly. This is how God moves. It could be somebody, right, not doing good intentions. That's not what they're doing. Good intentions is not what they're doing, but they still said something that helped you. Let me give you another example for some of y'all who may not understand. Like, I don't go to church, right? I don't do religion. I don't do religion at all. I don't like to classify myself to be a part of any religious groups, Christians, Israelites, none of that. I keep it simple over here. I'm a human being. I'm a vessel that goes by the Bible, that serves Christ. Right? So, with that being said, I'll be lying to you if I said I didn't get anything from listening to a preacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't help me out at all from listening to somebody speak at a church or something. I'll be lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Overall, it's about the person. It's about the people, not the building. It's not about religion. It's about what the people doing. In the church, if it's going to be churches out here, first and foremost, God didn't even tell us to go to church. He didn't say go to church. Give your money to a preacher. Nowhere in the Bible. But there's a lot of that going on. Right? Also on social media. Yeah. Whole lot of deception going on, gang. It's about you yourself. Building that relationship with God. Simple. Point blank, period. Go to church, don't go to church. You watching videos online. See, I'm here to tell you, I got to keep it real. Like, I don't know if any of you just watch me as far as, getting content as far as receiving gospel, right? Even with watching my content, you still need a relationship with God. Just watching me, not enough. Now, I could be used. That could help certain things for you, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to be right with the Most High. You need that relationship with Christ. For you, regardless of who you watch, who you listen to, you got to do it for you. Point blank, period. I'm not telling you here to worship me. That's not why I'm here. You don't worship me. You worship the Most High. And that's what that's about. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen, man. We need these likes up. Might as well subscribe too if you ain't subscribed. What you waiting for? It's the best gang on YouTube, Slice and Dice Gang. Better get with it. Better get with it. But for y'all who just may be coming in, we talking about sometimes in life, you got to do what you don't want to do to be successful, to be able to get things, obtain things. Sometimes people get things, they obtain things because they did some evil. Like they wasn't trying to wait it out. They wasn't trying to get that job. They wasn't trying to put in that extra work. They wanted to go the easy way out. Nah, bro. We gonna earn what we get. You got to earn that. Work for that. You gonna appreciate it so much more. People always want things so fast, so easy. Ain't no learning. Ain't no growing in that. That's why God set it up that way. That's why God set it up for life to have sufferings and pain. He did it that way to give us an opportunity. Not just to hurt and just be down. It's something that can be done about it, but it ain't until we want to do something about it. You feel me? The Most High God is here with everybody if they want to be with him. So, with doing things sometimes you don't want to do to get ahead, it's okay. Know you still putting forth effort. And that's what the Most High God is looking for us to do. We can't control everything. We don't know what's to happen tomorrow. We can't change the past. It's done. But we still got to show up. Do what is necessary. We got to be realistic. Right? That's taking things seriously. And then God gonna take you seriously. Why would God take you seriously if you don't want to take yourself seriously? Why would God want to help you if you don't want to help yourself? Does that make sense? You can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves, gang. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. But that person that does not want to help themselves, they continue to receive opportunities to get help because of God's grace. You know how you say those sometimes, like, bro, you just can't help those people. Or like, you just can't help that person. That person gone. He far gone, boy. He gone. Maybe it's not us that can help that person. But it's possible God can, though. It's levels, y'all. It's levels. God said, with men, things are impossible. With God, all things possible. Anybody can get back right with the Most High. It don't matter who you are. Facts. Trying to tell you, man. Again, this video came from a conversation I had earlier today. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to the gang about it. That's what I like about these streams, bro. things that I go through just throughout my life, conversations that I have with people, I get to talk about it, tell y'all how I feel about it, see how other people feel about it. But at the same time, what we standing on? Our Father's business, the one and only God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody peaceful, bro. Having a nice, beautiful, blessed day. Sometimes, man, we're doing things that you don't want to do. It can lead to so many amazing things, y'all. It's just having that positive mindset and that positive outlook. Because God wants us to trust him, right? So that means he wants us to trust him with our future. Just overall, he just wants us to trust him. And God tells us that he wants peace for us. That's my favorite scripture. I don't know about y'all, but Jeremiah 29:11 told us, God said, I got a purpose for each and every last one of y'all, gang, to give you hope, a future, an expected end, a guaranteed end, full of peace. That's what God said in these scriptures. So it's facts, point blank, period. So with trusting God, that means you trust God that your future will, be peaceful, that your life will be peaceful if he's involved. But it's like you got to include him, and that relationship got to be real, so it hit. And that you continuously keep your heart right. The world we live in, gang, it makes it hard because it's evil. Like, we got to live a lifestyle of repentance at the same time. So it's like, man, you got to live a holy life with this world. A lot of people be on demon time for the most part. That's why you can't be unequally yoked. You trying to get this transformation, keep your heart right as you go through what you go through, or you can't hang with people doing wickedness. That ain't gonna do you no good. God said bad company corrupts good manners. Oh, yes, it does. So we ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for it, gang. Ain't got time. But it's okay, though. Time is very valuable, and we don't have time to wait. So it's just like, if you got to do it. I don't know who this is for. Probably been contemplating on maybe going back to a job for a little bit, just because maybe the money ain't where it need to be. Maybe if you go back to that job, you know what I'm saying, accumulate some funds, depending on, what you got going on, your situation, that can help out a little bit. But you see how you at least putting in the effort. You may not want to do it, but you at least know you got to work. You at least know you got to do something. Can't just sit around. Something must be done. Right? But I'm just telling you, you don't know what's to happen. Weigh out your options, right? Weigh out all your options. Be realistic. What you got going on? What have you accomplished? Who do you know? Relationships, everything. Write it down if you need to. Lay everything on the table. Let's lay it all out. But at the same time you doing all this, be talking to God while you're doing it. Keep him involved. He wants to be involved in your life, but he's not going to force it. You got to invite him in. And I'm telling you, gang, like when you talking to him, he hear you. And eventually over time, you start to see stuff, experience things to where it's like, God, you was listening. It's real, y'all. A relationship with Christ is real. You just got to want it, though. Truly. Then you able to maneuver easier in this world full of evil. In this world that got everything backwards. In this world that, for real, gang, want us working our ass off, bro, with just no peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ringo TV, man. Y'all go subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. He made a video talking about how, like, they don't really teach the kids in the schools how to make money. But that's a fact. They're not teaching these, like, kids in schools. They would most definitely want to teach when I was in school. How to make bread. You know what I'm saying? Real estate, all this stuff. They're not teaching these kids this. Why? Because they don't want these people growing up getting that knowledge, being able to do stuff for themselves. They want these folks out here working. Not that it's anything wrong with it. It's just like I'm telling you. If you gotta work, go to that 9 to 5. You gotta do what you gotta do to get where you're trying to go. That's the mission, to build. Get what you need so you can provide. right? You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just about us. We only doing all of this, gang, so that we could serve. It's not just about us. God, He give us things. He allow us to grow, accomplish these things. He blesses us so we can bless somebody else. That's how it's supposed to be. J.I., what's going on? You said, I like what you said about folks being too far gone. Most people look at that from an earthly lens. God's grace is not transactional. It doesn't matter. If we think someone deserves grace, God gives. You see what I'm saying? That type of forgiveness Christ got. But it's not always easy. And I'm going to be real with y'all, gang, so we not super religious here. Because I got to also remind folks, we can't be super religious. We got to be real. The Most High God, He is not displeased with realness. Like Christ, when they was crucifying Him, what did He say? He said, God, forgive them. They don't even know what they doing, God. Forgive them, Father. That goes to show right there, that's just one example. Christ was talking to the Father when He said that, right? So how is Christ God? So Christ is praying to Himself right there? That makes no sense, man. Anyway, Christ, He said, forgive them, Father. They don't even know what they're doing. That type of forgiveness that's a lot. They is killing this man. And He said, forgive them. That's a different type of level of maturity right there. But sometimes, gang, you got to do what you got to do. Like, things are unforgivable. Things must be dealt with. You at home, you got your family in there. Somebody break in, they got a gun. They must be dealt with. Unforgivable. You the man in the crib, he got to go. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of evil work going on, gang. People sick out here, got demons. And they must be dealt with. But this the thing, though. Like, God, He don't want us having that heart that is of revenge. It's better for Him to take care of it. If you need to protect yourself, it's a certain situation, gang. Got to do what you got to do. But God said, vengeance is mine. It's better for Him to take care of it anyway, because it's going to get taken care of at perfect timing and in God's way. You want to talk about vengeance? What better vengeance is going to happen than from the Creator? You see, I'll wait for you to tell me. You might as well let Him do it. If it gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people say certain things, gang. People just speaking crazy. You got to let God handle that. For real. It is situational. But overall, gang, we got to think before we act. What's the outcome? What's the possible outcome? If I do this, what can happen? People don't think first. But in order for you to think first, you got to have a fruit of the Spirit. What is that? Patience, self-control. That grows when you go through things in your life. It ain't going to grow without you going through nothing. That's why we deal with each other. We deal with people, different people, all walks of life. So we continue to grow in patience and understanding, trying to learn how to understand different people. But you got to have a right heart for that. Some people won't talk to you because of the color of your skin. Sad behavior. Just the color of your skin, gang. I don't want nothing to do with them. They don't even know you yet. But that's where we live. That's where we at. God said show love to all mankind. He ain't say pick and choose. He did not say pick and choose, man. All actions that we do as humans are actions based off of our decisions. We chose to do it. We wanted to do it. Sometimes in this life, to get ahead, you got to do some things you don't want to do. But it's all about being realistic about your situation. Not wasting time, not letting time go by. Wanting to get ahead, prosper. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Weigh out your options. Stop doing the same thing. It comes to a point to where if you're doing the same thing, expecting the same results, gang, it's a word for it. Y'all know that word? doing the same thing. Think it's going to be a different outcome. You're insane. Insanity. But it's okay to switch it up sometimes. Switching it up can make it better for you. Happen to do that thing, you may not want to do it for a while, but it could make it better for you. How do you know until you try? Because that thing that you've been doing all this time, I mean, what's changing? It's the same thing. Switch it up. You still putting forth the effort. It ain't like you giving up. It ain't like you got to be doing this thing you don't want to do forever. Don't have that mindset. I got another scripture. God said, whatever you do, do it as if you're doing it unto the Lord, not man. You feel me? Don't worry about how people thinking about it as far as what you're doing. You're not doing this for them. You're trying to succeed. You're trying to progress. You're trying to grow for you and your fam. If you got one, if you don't got one, overall, you're just trying to grow, gang. And sometimes it takes for you to do what you don't want to. But it's okay. It's all right. Because we trust the Most High with it, right? It's still about trusting God with it. It's about effort, but it's about God too. He can't be left out. Christ can't be left out, man. He is the one that helps you get through this. You know what I'm saying? Because he got through it. You think he don't know how you feel? Let me see if y'all still with me in the chat. They kind of stopped showing the comments. Let me go do something right quick. They keep doing this, boy. Let me know y'all still with me, man. Put a 1 in the chat. The number 1, if you still hear me clearly. We still slicing. Where y'all at? Talk to me, somebody. Put a 1 in the chat. That's easy. Somebody. Appreciate it, Angie. I see you still here. Appreciate that. So yeah, y'all, man. I felt like if people just sometimes just sit back, just think, and just realize those things, like, man, it's not that I'm giving up. I may have to do this. I may have to do that. I may not want to do it. Or I may feel like this may take too long, or this just, I don't know if it's the right way. Don't continue to beat yourself up. Don't continue to think too hard. Have you done it yet? Have you tried it yet? Is it another way to where you can consistently get ahead? But it just, you know what I'm saying, it might take a little more time, or you just may have to do some things for a while that you're not trying to, because you know you got things you still got to take care of. Because, you know, life don't stop for nobody. Bills don't stop for nobody. You know what I mean? Prices is rising. You know what I mean? And then it's just like also too, gang, just with being thankful, that word being thankful, like, if you are the one, honestly, like you ain't got no kids, none of those extra responsibilities, then really should be complaining a whole lot less than the folks out there who do. Just imagine what they got to do. They got bills, got to pay for the crib, the car, the kids. It's a lot to deal with. And they raising prices, gang, inflation crazy. Prices to live, crazy work. And that's why, gang, I encourage, have multiple streams of income. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to get out there. You got to learn, do research, put the work in, be diligent. That's what it's going to take. And it's all about the journey. Just think about it like that. It's about the journey. You're going to have those struggles throughout it. But that's the thing with having struggles. Happiness is there too. Being happy, the joyful times throughout the journey. Don't forget to celebrate throughout the journey. Always remain thankful throughout the journey, gang. Humble. Because I'm telling you, remember, like I said, God's purpose for us, it gives us peace now. So at the end of the day, whatever it is that you're doing, is that your mindset? I'm trying to fulfill purpose. It may not go my way all the time. I may not have all the money that I want right now. But am I still fulfilling purpose? Am I still serving on why I'm here? That's what matters, bro. That's what matters. And that's when you truly get more opportunities. That's when you truly get real peace. Because now you're moving in the journey, you're moving on a path that's continuously seeking God, continuously seeking wisdom, continuously seeking discernment, protection, strength in your life, in your family's lives, gang. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about us, right? Even for people who we don't know, that type of lifestyle. Praying for others, not just you. You know what I mean? Sometimes, gang, sometimes you just got to do what you don't want to do to get where you're trying to be. It may not go the way you wanted to. But what's the goal? The goal is peace. The goal is growth. The goal is being able to provide. That stuff, you know what I'm saying? That ain't going to be thrown into your lap. That's going to take a lot of hard work. That's going to take a whole lot of obedience. And again, we must do these things. We got help. The Most High God is here to help. But are you with him for real? Are you with Christ for real? That's just going to help everything, y'all. Everything, man. It sure helps me. I tell you that. Helps me out a lot. But if y'all want to continue to talk a little bit about the topic, discuss about it a little more, let me know what y'all want to talk about specifically. Just to remind you, we was talking about how sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do to reach success, to maybe accomplish a certain thing. It's all about your effort. You at least trying. You being thankful still that you even get to do these things, that you get to weigh out options. You got people out here that can't. You know what I'm saying? That you even get to get a job or gotta work somewhere or whatever. Like a lot of people, they can't. But everybody need money. Everybody got to be getting bread out here. But you got to work. And if you can't work, gang, you ain't eating. You ain't eating out here. But it's like, Most High God is watching. So you got to do what you got to do. Because it ain't no... Hold on, y'all. Phone trying to die. 1 second. 1 second. Phone needs some juice. He said, I got the juice. I got the juice. Double tap the screen. Y'all like the video. Don't be hating in the chat. Yeah. I said, all right. Guess we just gonna be wrapping this one up. Phone trying to die and everything, y'all. So yeah, we might be hitting this outro. You dig? But again, y'all, today we had talked about sometimes in life, bro. Got to do what you don't want to do to get where you're trying to get to. But it's all right. As long as in the back of your mind, you know, you at least trying. You at least putting forth the effort. Sometimes it's not going to go your way. Sometimes you got to do those things you ain't trying to. But it's like, what is your goal? What's your mission? You're trying to get ahead. You're trying to stop wasting time. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Make a difference for you. Make a difference for your fam. It's going to be all right because God is here. But the thing about God, though, that I got to remind you, it's about how much you are reaching out to him. It's about how much you talking to him. It's about how much you are asking things from him. It makes the difference depending on how much you do it. So just keep those things in mind, gang. If you like this stream, let me know. Put a W in the chat. You didn't like the stream? Can't please everybody, man, but I appreciate you for pulling through. Absolutely. Subscribe. It's the best gang on YouTube. Slice and Dice Gang. You're going to have a sword, though, because you can't be out here lacking. No, sir, you can't be out here lacking. All right, now I got to hit this outro. Part of my outro, I like to give people listening. So if you're still here, don't leave yet. You made it to the end. Got something for you. I want you to repeat after me. Say these words out loud if you can. I don't know where you at. Maybe you can't say it out loud. You can say it under your breath. You can say it low. You can say it in your mind. God knows what's going on at the end of the day. But this opportunity here is all about staying on the righteous path, the holy path, following the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, serving Christ. We got one life. Let me say this. We got one life. At the end of this life, based off of how we lived, who we served, how we treated people, you going to the kingdom or you going to the lake of fire, gang. The time is now. Repeat after me. I believe Jesus is the Son of God. I believe he died for my sins. I believe he rose from the grave and is now in heaven with our Heavenly Father. And I want him to be Lord of my life. Now it's like this. If you said that out loud in your mind, under your breath, however you did it, talk your talk. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. Don't be ashamed. I tell everybody this. You said that. That's the energy you got to keep, because that's the best decision you ever made. And on top of that, yeah, it's the best decision, but Satan heard you. The thing about that, Satan can't do nothing about you making this decision for you. Nothing he can do about it. He pissed off right now. But the thing is, God get the last word, and he know that too. So you depend on God with your heart, mind, and your soul. That's the first and greatest commandment. Keep that energy. You know how we slice and dice, gang? How we keep the sword out? The sword, that's the Bible. That's the scriptures. You got to read that. If you haven't read the whole Bible, I advise you, set a goal for yourself to read the whole thing. But the thing about the Bible, though, you can read it, keep on reading it, and consistently gaining new things throughout your life. That's how the Bible works. That's how powerful it is. You feel me? At the end of the day, it is showing you how to live according to God's will, because we want his will to be done. Point blank, period. You feel me? Absolutely, man. So, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Let's say this out loud, too. We know who team we on, right? Crisis team, right? We got the victory. Flex on them. Put it in the chat. Somebody put it in the chat. Talk your talk, bro. We got the victory. Yes, sir, indeed. Got to know who team you want. Now, I know somebody know. I'm going to ask, but I'm not going to take too long. What's the number? If you know, you know it. If you don't, hey, it is what it is. You'll catch on soon. What's the number? Talk to him. Usually it'd be Camo. Camo not here today. He not playing. He don't be playing with y'all. Oh, never mind. Just speaking again. That's crazy. Wow. Soon as I said, usually it's Camo, but he not here today. Look who it is. Winning again. I got 3 more things to leave y'all with. Out chill before I roll. Out chill. Yes, sir, indeed. Shout out to Camo. What's happening, gang? I said, I am going to need y'all to have a nice. Oh, yeah. And I'm also, I am also going to need y'all to have a blaze. Oh, but as far as the blessings, who did it? Who asked for their blessings already? Put a 3 in the chat if you did. If not, what you waiting for? Ask God to bless you with all the blessings that he got for you today. Go for it. I do it every day. Nothing wrong with that. You better believe he wants you to receive bars. You better believe Cardo TV wants you to receive. That's bars right there. So it only makes sense. You want every piece of your blessings today, right? Come on, gang. I'm not done. And I got how many? Oh, yeah. Just one more thing for you. What's that? And that's to have a baby. I said, day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed. Now slice and dice, gang. Let's keep on slicing and dicing with these scriptures. You heard me? Also, let's keep praying for those around us. Don't just pray for you. Prayer works. All right, gang. And who know the goal? If so, put it in the chat. I think I got an idea who gonna do it. I got an idea. But what's the goal? Anybody? Let's keep doing everything in our power. Trying to help. Trying to show that love. Bring in more people. Yes, sir. Talk that talk, Camo. Yes, sir, indeed. I knew what going on. To the kingdom, gang. Kingdom business. Now, I usually slice with y'all at the end of the stream as well. Just one more time. Just one more time. See, because I be telling y'all keep y'all peace, right? Oh, that and gave it away. And so I gave it away. My fault. I spoke too soon. But anyway, gang, when it come to that peace, I tell y'all to keep it in the scripture. God said peace coming from him. It go beyond understanding, though. So it hit different. You feel me? Absolutely. God bless everybody in the chat. Keep y'all peace. Appreciate y'all for turning up. Keep the swords out too now. Keep them, at least keep them tucked. Keep them sharp, because you never know when it's going to be time to slice and dice again. You feel me? All right, gang. We out of here, gang. We out here. Yes, sir. Unmatched peace. Know what's going on.